Good afternoon. Welcome to sunny Greensboro, North Carolina, home of Carolina Aircraft. I'm George Johnson, the Bonanza Man, and today we're here to look at a beautiful 1985 model Bonanza A36, November 936 Papa. Let's take a look. November 936 Papa is a 1985 A36, so it has the IO 550 300 horsepower engine. This engine only has 175 hours on it since factory reman, and the engine's equipped with GAMI fuel injectors. The engine has a standby generator system, and the airplane's equipped with the new generation JPI EDM 830 digital color engine monitor. The paint and interior were done by Eagle Aviation in Columbia, South Carolina about 15 years ago when the current owner bought the airplane. Their current owner is a retired airline captain, and you can tell that he kept it in great condition because of the way it's been hangered and everything. It's in really nice shape. Also, I knew the owner prior to him. Before that, the airplane came from California, so it has a very good history and has been very well maintained. The tail on November 936 Papa is in very nice condition. In fact, the paint overall seems to be in good condition. You can tell that the airplane has been well maintained. This has the new style panel. It has the 24-volt electrical system. It has approach flaps and a very good useful load. I think the useful load is 1,158 pounds. One of the things that people enjoy most about the A36 is the big double cargo doors and club seating. Let's take a look. The airplane has a beautiful leather interior, and although this interior is about 15 years old, it's still in good condition. November 936 Papa has a beautiful leather interior. Take a look at the condition of the seats. These are about 15 years old since they were done by Eagle Aviation, but they're still in very good condition. Condition of the side walls and the windows and the cabin table. Now, it does look like the headliner is sagging down, so the headliner probably needs to be replaced. And it's been replaced before, but whoever did it, maybe they just didn't put enough adhesive up there. But headliner's sagging down a little bit. You've got plenty of room back here. I'm almost 6 feet tall, about 220 pounds, unfortunately. But I've still got plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder room and leg room. And it's almost like sitting in an easy chair in my living room. Another feature about these center seats is these happen to have reclining seat adjusters, so that if you turn these seats around forward facing, they would recline. One of my favorite features about the Bonanza A36 is the flexibility of the cabin. These rear seats fold up with no tools. You can just fold them up out of the way just this easy and this quick. And then you have extra leg room if you need it. Or you can pull these two pins and the seat comes right out. In fact, you can take both rear seats out in less than 30 seconds with no tools. Now, once these seats are out, let's say that everybody wants to fly forward facing. Well, you can just slide these seats off the seat track. You've got a little pin to pull. This seat goes on that side and that seat goes on this side because of the armrest. But with the seats turned around forward facing, you have all this area for cargo. November 936 Papa is very nicely equipped, has lots of great equipment and a great autopilot. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the instrument panel starting on the pilot side. November 936 Papa has the new style panel. You'll notice we have our GPS annunciator system over here, and then we have our airspeed indicator. Above the airspeed indicator is the slaving mechanism for our autopilot. And then we have our artificial horizon, and the airplane's equipped with a flight director, which you can see coming up. Then we have our encoding altimeter, and this airplane was owned by an airline pilot, so you notice he installed something to let him know when the decision height would be. Above the altimeter is your intercom system. This has an SPA 400 intercom system. On the second row, we have your instrument air gauge, then your number 2 nav indicator, and then your King KCS 55A slaved HSI, and then we have your vertical speed indicator. Below this is your electric 2-minute turn coordinator. And then we have your ADF indicator, and this has sync, so it's slave to your HSI. And then we have your King KN63 DME with NAV1 and NAV2 switching and DME hold. And then we have a WX1000 Plus storm scope. Now let's take a look at the avionics stack. At the top we have your King KMA24 audio panel with your 3 light marker beacons. Below this is your Garmin GPS. This is a Garmin 155XL GPS. Then we have our 2 comms. These are King KY196 digital flip-flop nav comms, 1 and 2. And then we have our RNAV. This is the number 1 nav and number 1 RNAV. This is a King KNS81 RNAV. Below this is our number 2 nav. This is a King KN53, again a digital flip-flop nav. And then we have a KR87 ADF with dual frequency displays and dual timers. Beside the avionics stack we have the new generation JPI EDM830 graphic engine monitor. As you notice, this has your manifold pressure, your RPMs, your fuel flow, and it has a graphic representation of all your cylinders. It's an extremely a good unit, and you can download the information for your mechanic to see what this engine has been doing for a long time. Below this we have our 2 transponders, and the airplane's equipped with dual King KT76A transponders, 1 and 2, and you can switch back and forth between them. The airplane's equipped with the King KFC200 Autopilot Flight Director Slaved HSI system, and this will follow a heading bug. It'll shoot a fully coupled ILS approach down to minimums. It will follow your GPS on your HSI. It's one of the best autopilots in the business for a Bonanza. The airplane's equipped with a standby gyro pressure system and a ventilation blower. These work on the ground or even without the engine running. In an emergency with the engine stopped, you can even use the standby gyro pressure. And the ventilation blower also works on the ground. Even though it does not have air conditioning, it blows a lot of fresh air around the cabin. In addition to these, the airplane has a standby generator system for an emergency in case you lost your alternator. Now let's take a look at the pilot's control wheel. In the front we have a mic button or push to talk button. And then we have a control wheel steering button. And then we have an autopilot disconnect button. The airplane is equipped with electric elevator trim, and this is your trim switch. In the center of the control wheel is the control wheel clock. And this also doubles as a timer to time your approaches. On the right side of the control wheel, we have a transponder ident button, and then a map light. This will put a light in the pilot's lap, a light in the outside air temperature gauge, and a light in the compass. The windows in the airplane are generally in good condition. Side windows are nice and clear and real good condition. The glare shield is covered and is in very nice condition. The windshield is very clear, but it has some stars, so it's probably an original windshield. Still in good shape. It doesn't need to be replaced yet, but it does have some stars, so it's showing its age. If you want a great buy in a 1985 model Bonanza A36, you need to visit Carolina Aircraft in Greensboro, North Carolina, and take a look at 936 Papa. This 1985 A36 has the King KFC200 Autopilot Flight Director Slaved HSI system. It has a Garmin GPS. It has a WX1000 Plus storm scope and a lot of other great equipment. In addition, the engine only has 175 hours since factory reman. So this is a great airplane at a great buy. Paint and interior are very nice. Be sure to visit Carolina Aircraft in Greensboro, North Carolina, or give us a call at 336-665-0300 and visit CarolinaAircraft.com to see this beautiful Bonanza and all of our other gorgeous Bonanzas and Barons. Have a great day.